Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about one of my favorite things, shears. Now I've got two pairs of shears here. These are the Leatherman Raptor Rescue Shears, and these are the SOG Parashears. I want to talk about these two pairs of folding shears. We'll go over the features, give them a little test, and I'll let you know which one of these is better. Before we go any further in this video, if you are looking for a pair of shears just to cut things, don't buy either one of these. You can get a really good pair of shears for under $20. You can probably find some decent pairs of shears for under $10 that are going to cut pretty much everything you need to cut with shears. They won't have all of the fancy tricks, but they work just fine. So if all you're looking for is a pair of shears, don't buy one of these. If you want a multi-tool that does a lot of other cool things, then, well, keep watching. If you're not familiar with either of these, both of these are folding shears. So they fold up like so. So let's start off with going over the features of each of these pairs of shears. We'll start with the Leatherman Raptor Rescue Shears. Now I bought these quite a while ago. I think I got these right after Leatherman first released them, so I've had these quite a while. When I bought them, black was the only color they came in. When the shears are folded, we have a pocket clip on one side. On the other side, there is a hook that folds out, a cutting hook, and there's a oxygen tank wrench on the hook there. That hook locks open. Press the lock to close it. On the end of the handle, there's a glass breaker tip, and there's a spot there to attach a lanyard or something like that. The scissors just open up. Got a ruler along the blade there. Rounded tips for safety. Here on the back of the blade is a ring cutter. The scissors are locked open. To close them, you press this lock button to close this side and press this lock to fold up this side. They come with a plastic sheath. On the back of the sheath, there's a spot to slip it over a belt. These will also slip through molly webbing, and you can loosen the screw here and rotate the sheath to any angle that you want. The shears go into the sheath when they are folded. The shears also go into the sheath in their open position, and they lock in and will not come out until you press this release, and then you can pull them out. These weigh 5.7 ounces. The price on the Leatherman Raptor shears right now is about $99. Now let's take a look at the SOG Parashears. So here are the shears folded up. On this side, we have an oxygen tank wrench built into the handle there. Over here is a glass breaker. You have to flip it up, and there's the glass break point. These have quite a few more tools. Right here is a pair of tweezers that folds out. Right here you can see a little lock switch, and there are several tools in here. If we fold these out, we have a screwdriver tip. This is a sort of an awl tip, a serrated knife blade, and a flathead screwdriver and can opener, or bottle opener rather. Those tools all lock in their open position, and you release them with the lock here. And that lock sticks out on either side, so you can release it from either side. There's also a cutting hook, which folds out of the side there, and it locks into place. Press down the lock to fold it back in. Now, as far as the shears go, just unfold the handles. Have a ruler on the blade. These have a bit of a different folding mechanism. They have these gears that sort of cam together, so they do not lock open. you just fold them closed. These shears also come with a sheath. This is a nylon sheath. It has a molly attachment on the back, or you could use this as a belt attachment as well. Shears just slip in there when they're folded. If the shears are open, they can still go in here through an opening at the bottom, and you can carry them open as well. SOG ParaShears weigh 4.8 ounces. Price on the SOG ParaShears right now is about $79 or $80. So let's test these two pairs of shears out. I've got a couple of different things to cut, and we'll see how they handle some different types of materials. No trouble. Even easier. Well, that was exciting. Okay. Next up, I've got some seatbelt webbing. Easy. Pretty easy. Next, I've got a shop towel. Not bad. Also, not too bad. And I've got some leather here, pretty close to a leather belt. See how we do with that. No trouble at all. No problem. And then one last thing I want to try is this wire. The Leathermans have a wire cutter. It's actually a ring cutter. It's made to slide underneath a ring so that you can cut a ring off of a finger. But we'll just see how it works with this wire. No problem at all. These SOG shears don't have that ring cutter, so maybe not entirely fair. This hook on these SOG ParaShears didn't cut through this webbing, so I want to try the knife blade here. Let's see if that will go through this. So you've seen some test cutting with these things. Let me give you my thoughts and which one is better. If all you wanted was a pair of scissors, then you shouldn't buy either of these. You should just get a pair of shears, because these shears will cut all of the things that I tested. Now, when I bought these Raptor shears, I bought them because I needed a pair of shears, and I also wanted the oxygen tank wrench, because often when I was out doing visits in people's homes, the O2 wrenches would be lost. Sometimes I would be meeting patients places and they wouldn't have their wrench with them, and I wanted to carry one. And I like cool gadgets, so I thought I'll just spend way more money than I need to and get a pair of Leatherman shears. I think The only time I've used this is maybe clipped on my backpack a few times, but I've never really used the holster. Most of the time I carry these clipped in my pocket. My dad bought me the SOG ParaShears for my birthday because I like this kind of tool and I wanted to test them out, and he knows that I like multi-tools and I like shears, and so he bought these for me. Between the two of these, is there one that is clearly better? Yes, one of these is definitely better. The Leatherman Raptor shears are by far better shears. They have, in my opinion, more useful features with that ring cutter, wire cutter. You can access the cutting hook while the shears are open or while they're folded. You can use the O2 tank wrench when these shears are open or closed. They're just overall, as far as functional, they work better. There are some things that I don't like about these Leatherman shears though. One is the handle offset. They're just very wide, which makes them a little bit just uncomfortable maybe to cut with. For folks with small hands, that might be more of a problem. I also am not a huge fan of the lock. I don't like having to press a button on each side of the shears. It'd be nice if they folded more easily. The SOG ParaShears, the handles are definitely more ergonomic. They're much smaller, so people without big hands are probably going to have a much easier time using them. I really like that they fold without having to press a button or a lock. They just fold and unfold. The rest of the tools on here aren't super useful. You've got all these little gadgets, but they're in a really awkward position. They open up and you're not really going to get a lot of purchase on a screw that way. You can't use any of the tools when the scissors are open because all of the tools open between the handles. If you're looking for a pair of shears, just get a pair of shears. If you're looking for a folding pair of shears, a cool multi-tool, then go with the Leatherman Raptors. Unless you're a SOG fanboy, then you can get these. They're both very cool. So you guys let me know down in the comments of this video what you think of these pairs of shears. Let me know which one you like better, and just give me your thoughts on folding multi-tool shears. I'm kind of a sucker for multi-tools of any type, so thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you next time.